If I told you how many times I tried to record this episode, it would have been insane. Like, I feel like I'm, like, drained. Not drained, that's such a bad thing to say, but, like, I feel like I'm, like, speaking in brain rot. And, like, speaking and I'm literally brain dead. But that's why I made this podcast, is to be 100% real and transparent. So, with all that, welcome back to Growing Up is Weird. My name's Fiona, and this week I really just wanted to do a life update because, to be honest, I'm in, like, a phase of, like, creative block. Like, I feel like I have no ideas of, like, what to do for my podcast. I don't know if I'm saying the right thing. I'm overthinking, like, everything that I'm doing right now. Like, I'm like, oh, like, are people even gonna like that? Like, do I want to, like, do that type of episode? Like, do I want to say those things? Like, do I want to talk about this? Do I want to talk about that? Do I want to post this? Like, what are people gonna think? And I really need to get out of that habit. Like, I really need to start, like, posting and doing these episodes, like I did a few months ago when I first started, and it was, like, for me, and to, like, get my, like, words out, because now I feel like I'm thinking about things, like, with social media, like, on a scale of, like, oh, what are people gonna like? And of course, like, I want to do that. Like, I want to think of what other people are gonna like, but I also want to make sure it stays enjoyable for me, especially in the next few months when I'm gonna be super busy with school. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm creating content and creating these episodes for you guys for, like, it's like a chore. Like, I do not want to feel like that. And, like, that's why today I just really wanted to, like, get on to just have an update, literally, because I started this podcast back in April, which is crazy to me. Like, April, May, June, July, August. Like, that was 4 months ago. And I just started the YouTube version last week when I was in LA, which is a really good idea, and I'm so happy that I did that. But yeah, so I feel like I need to, like, just get on here and just talk and just update, because I literally feel like I'm going insane, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm overthinking, like, everything in my life right now. Like, everything that I'm doing, like, all my projects that are up and coming, like, I feel like I'm literally just, like, overthinking everything for no reason at all. And not even just, like, projects and, like, schoolwork and, like, content creation and social media and stuff. Like, I feel like I'm overthinking every part of my life for no reason, and I really need to stop doing that. But that's why, again, I created this podcast, so I could get on here and just yap. And I really want to do that more, because I feel like another part of, like, the reason why I'm in this creative block is because I feel like I need to think of, like, topics so, like, people, like, will want to hear about them. But I feel like I'm, like, I don't even know what to talk about, because I don't want to be, like, redundant and, like, keep saying the same things. But at the same time, like, nothing is, like, happening right now. Like, I'm literally at home working at a restaurant and working at a photography studio. Like, obviously I just got back from LA and I'm going to school in 2 weeks. Like, that's literally all there is to my life right now. Like, there's literally nothing going on. So there's nothing to really talk about. You know what I mean? Because when I first started this podcast, I was like, I want to talk about things that are happening in my life as they're happening. But, like, my life is so just like this right now. If you're watching the, like just straight line. I don't, I'm so, like, new. I'm so, like, I don't know what to do, because I'm, like, talking to the camera, but then I'm also like, oh wait, I'm also recording on just regular audio. So I don't want to, like, do things with my hands and not describe it. So, like, basically my life is plateauing. That's the word I was looking for. As I was saying all that, I was thinking, like, wait, what's the word I'm looking for? Plateauing. My life is literally just plateauing. Like, there's nothing happening. And I think that's why I'm going through a creative block right now, is because there's nothing, like, exciting happening for me to, like, want to be creative, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I knew this was going to happen, because this always happens when I come home. Because I feel like when I'm home, I just want to, like, rest and hang out with friends and, like, work just to, like, make money. And then when I'm at school, I'm like, okay, like, work brain. And it's, like, nice and, like, calming to be home, but at the same time, after a while, I'm like, okay, like, womp womp, like, what do I do now? And this is something that I actually talked about with Maddie last week, because she feels the same way. Like, when she comes home to New Jersey, if you listen to the last episode, you heard her talk about this. When she goes home to New Jersey, she, like, was telling me how she feels, like, very just like chill and like she can relax, but at the same time it's like her like social media, like she doesn't post on social media or anything, and that's exactly how I feel. And I think it was so refreshing to hear that someone else is feeling that same way, because I thought it was literally just me. Like I thought that like when I go home and I feel like I'm in a creative block and I feel like I'm not able to create, I was like, well, I should be able to create anywhere because this is going to be my job and I should be able to do that. But there's really something to say about like your surroundings as a creative. Like me being home and just like working just to like work and make money is like not inspirational at all. Like, which sounds like corny, like everything in my life I have to do is like inspirational. But like it's really true. Like I want to make sure everything I'm doing in life has a purpose. So when I'm home and I'm literally just working to make money, like there's no really purpose to it in terms of like the restaurant at least. Like it's not, there's nothing to talk about. Like that's just what I'm doing. And when I'm at school, like obviously like I'm doing like shoots and stuff, I'm working on different projects and there's a lot of purpose to that. So there's more to talk about. So obviously when I first started this podcast back in April, I was at school and I was in the heat of everything happening and like everything ramping up, so there was so much to talk about and I was like so excited and like so, you know, all that. But like now it's like I'm getting to the end of my summer and I'm like pooped out, for lack of better words, like literally pooped out from doing like nothing. So that's how I'm feeling. And I also feel like I have like no time to do anything in a really weird way. Like I feel like I'm like, my days are like so fast. Like right now it's 3:24. In like 2 hours I have to leave for a concert. I'm going to the Tate McRae concert tonight. I'm so excited. I love her. But I'm going in like 2 hours and I have to finish recording this. I have to go get food. I also have to get ready in like literally 2 hours. So that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm running out of time, and also it's kind of my fault because whenever I'm home I literally sleep until like 12. Not 12, but like 10:45, and then I don't get out of bed until like 11, and then by the time I like actually start my day it's 12. So that's kind of my own fault, but like I always get so tired when I'm home because I'm not doing anything, but I'm like more tired. It's so weird. Like I need to figure out why that happens. And like I got an Aura ring. Um but so that's been like telling me like a lot about my sleep. So it's like I guess cool to like know all that, but like I'm like, how do I change it? Like literally. Like I don't know how to like not be tired. When I literally get like 8 hours of sleep or like 9 hours of sleep, I'm still exhausted as I take a sip of my coffee. Hold on. But yeah, this is my coffee I needed to get today. It was so good. I got a latte with brown sugar. Let me tell you, brown sugar and coffee, so good. So freaking good. I don't know why. I just love brown sugar in general. But like in coffee, like it's just, oh, it's so good. Also, there's a bee trying to get into my room right now. You're not gonna get in, buddy. Sorry. But yeah. So I feel like my brain is fried. Moral of the story, I feel like my brain is fried. And I want to make sure that like I'm doing these episodes for like a reason. And I also am like having a whole like crisis of like, oh my god, I just started the YouTube version of this, but like should I also post just like normal YouTube videos on there too? Because like that would be so fun, but then like that's not a podcast. But at the same time, like it could be fun. Like I don't know. Like there's really, I keep thinking, I think my problem is that I keep thinking there's like a right way to do all this. Like there's a right way to like be a content creator. There's a right way to like do YouTube, when like there's really not. It's like you can do whatever you want. And I think in my head I'm like, oh, like if I am a podcaster, like I have to stick to that, which is like not true. Like I don't have to do that. Like no one is telling me what I have to do. And I'm having all these realizations right now as we speak, which is why I love having this podcast. But yeah, come here, Willow. Hi, this is my dog, Willow. Hi. I love Willow. She keeps me sane. She's like a little cockapoo. Little cockapoo. And she keeps me sane. And I keep her sane because she has anxiety. And so do I. So we kind of are like two peas in a pod. Right, Willow? What do you have to say? But yeah, I feel like right now I am just like really wanting to go back to school and like start having things happen, because I feel like nothing's happening. And I feel like I'm like, I need something to happen. But okay, Willow just sat on my computer. Thank you, Willow. It's so nice. Obviously, last week I went to LA, and that was an amazing trip. I think being there, like, I just got so much more excitement for like what I'm doing and like my career path and all that, and like what I'm doing at school and all that. Like, I just got so excited because I was around a ton of people that like are in the same industry, that I was like, oh my god, like this is literally gonna be so fun. Like, I love what I'm doing. And I felt so creative. I had so many ideas for content. I have so many like photos that like I still have to post. And like, I feel like that was just kind of like my step of like, okay, like this is what I want to do for sure. So I think in this past week I've kind of just been like in a slump of like, okay, like I just want to be there after college. Like, I want to go to school and I want to obviously finish at SCAD because I love SCAD. But after that, I'm like, I just want to go to LA. Honestly, I'm just yapping because, again, I am in such a creative block and I just really wanted to get on here and just speak. That's just what I wanted to do. And I'm thinking that I kind of want to start like doing like mini vlogs too and putting those up maybe instead of like some like episodes, at least on like the YouTube side of it, because I feel like that could be interesting. Like little vlogs, like I want to vlog like me going back to school. I want to do like stuff like that, because I think that would be interesting. I think that'd be fun, and I could like, you know, combined podcasting and like vlogging and YouTube, and just kind of put it all on the same page and just make it fun. My head, like I need to get in my planner and like plan my life and like plan the next few months and next few weeks at least, because I feel like I'm like, I don't even know what day it is anymore because they're all blending together. It's so bad. No, it's like actually an issue. But yeah, but I'm really liking this whole like YouTube setup. I know my production is like still kind of like not the greatest, but hopefully at school I'll have like more resources and stuff so I can like use their mics, use their cameras, use their tripods and everything. And I will also be able to have more guests because I love having guests on the podcast because like we can kind of go back and forth. But yes, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for listening to me app today. And thanks for watching if you're watching on the YouTube version. And yeah, I'm not really sure what the difference is between this being a YouTube video and a podcast. Probably just the microphone, but it makes it more fancy in my mind, so that's all that matters. My deliriousness. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you follow on YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram. All of it is Growing Up as Weird podcast. And also give this podcast a thumbs up, rate it, do all the things if you liked it. Let me know what you want to hear. Please give me ideas, because in the next like 2 weeks before we get back to school, I'm gonna be like trying to think of things, and it's gonna be pretty difficult. So let me know what you want to hear. And I kind of want to do like an advice session too. Like I want to like maybe post something on like my story on my Instagram and be like, what are questions you want me to answer? Because I feel like I love listening to those. So I definitely want to do something like that because I feel like it would be fun. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.